Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. What's up? Going live because we are betting on President Trump talking at the National Christmas Tree Lighting Ceremony. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I've looked at the past ones. The whole chatter is whether or not he's going to follow precedent and make this about a 5-minute speech or go higher. I know PMT's on the opposite, but I kind of think this is going to go low. Because, specifically, right, PMT? Because it's outside at night. It's 31 degrees Fahrenheit in Washington, D.C. at 6 p.m. He's going to be after wearing a coat. The Zawali celebration, he rambled. The turkey pardon, he rambled. But those were all in warmer conditions, right? I don't think he's going to ramble tonight. So I've got no Democrat. I don't think he's going to ramble tonight. And if he says something, it'll be offhanded comments. And it won't be specific ones on Democrat. That's what I'm hoping. That's why I'm hoping for that one. I have yes, Jesus. Because he said Jesus in every single one. I'm just basically hoping on the second year he doesn't change his linguistic around the speech. And peace, yes. Because of one, what he did today with Congo and Rwanda. But also he hit peace 3 out of 4 of the speeches. But also, he's getting a peace prize tomorrow. So we're in on peace. He was spamming peace today for the Congo-Rwanda ceremony. And no Santa. This one, I don't know if I've been tricked or what. I might have been tricked on this one, but he's not said Santa on any of the last speeches. He's only said Santa really once ever, and it was making fun of an 8-year-old kid for believing in Santa. So, I don't know why Yes is going for 20 cents. They did post him with a Santa hat on saying Daddy's home, but otherwise, I think Santa's kind of free. I think Santa's a free strike, so I might have been scammed with that one, but we're going no Santa, no Democrat, yes peace, and yes Jesus. I'm in a voice chat with some of the boys, with like Moonlight, Jared, and Nick. Hello, I'm live, so just don't call Tim Walls something.
No worries, brother, no worries. Hello to the Loxy chatters.
All 2 of them.
Let's go.
I don't know. I did explain. I was like, I think because of the temperature change and it's outside, he won't go long.
Yeah.
But on record, that's me saying it. Watch it go 30 minutes now. But
5 to 10 minutes, bro. I'll be in there
it's
somewhere as
a
well.
little bit more nuanced than the turkey pardon or like the Diwali celebration because it's outside and it's freezing cold. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. This guy's lived in New York a lot of his life, so you can brave it. But I don't think it'll be. Dude, can I bet like over 10 minutes, under 10 minutes? This speech entirely.
I don't think this. The only duration one we've had is Lievit.
Should I do that as like a side handshake with PMT? That'll be under 10 minutes.
That would be good content.
Yeah, probably.
Because he's he's bullish on the over, but
I'd be under 10 minutes.
off his ideas.
I'll be over 10 minutes, for sure.
You think
over 10 minutes?
Yeah. I need to see it first. I think if he does like 5 minutes here, then that's like a data point for me. Then I know that in the future he can do a short speech if he wants to. Yeah.
I mean, I think though if there's gonna be one, it's this one, but a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I wouldn't bet on it.
I am. I don't know. The only way I can see Santa is like a joke about affordability. Like, oh, the Democrats, they think, like, I don't know. They say we had the worst economy, but we had the biggest Black Friday. I wonder if Santa was giving them gifts. or giving them. I don't know. Bro, that one dumbfounded me, bro. I've been thinking about it for like an hour. I'm like, there's no Santa inflatable outside. I don't know how he's gonna say this.
Did you see the Bernie thing has 7 strikes above 90?
That's crazy.
It's like so much.
I mean,
like
it's supposed to be an hour and a half, so I can see it. But
Damn,
probably at least
bro.
like 1 or 2 of these will go no.
That's kind of a
Like inequality, I could see going no.
missed opportunity. I should have been on that market from the beginning then.
1%, I can see going no.
Nah, no way, dude. 1%. He always says the 1%, the billionaires, the 1%.
He misses it sometimes. I've seen some speeches where he missed it.
Well, it's based
in
off
an
his
hour and a
book,
half?
right? Fighting oligarchy. So
Yeah, it's definitely risky, but it's 9 cents.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like 90
Ice
cents
Snow.
each.
Yeah, I'm buying Ice Snow. Fuck that. 38 cents. 25 cents.
I'm only National Guard yes and Epstein yes.
I'm Epstein, yes, as well. 30 cents.
Jeez, you guys are. You guys are fully faded me.
White House is up,
This is the smart.
by the way.
I mean,
What's happening?
I mean, yeah, I don't blame you, bro. This is a fucking.
Yeah, we're
starting.
we're getting the Christmas.
Ignorance me.
Oh, that's
Okay.
who's that?
Uh,
It looks
Doug
like Santa.
Collins? No, that's not
Twitter,
Doug Collins.
yeah.
Look at this
Twitter's loaded.
fucking light show. I might have been wrong about this. Fuck.
is that Erica Cook? Who the fuck is that?
No.
So I saw some Democrat after I just hyped it up.
Mhm.
Dude, look at this fucking ceremony. This is crazy. Look at this event.
Dude, they got presented like help when
That's what I'm saying. Like, is he really coming out here to all this to speak for 5 minutes?
Bro, fuck. Well, GG's.
There's literally a
GG's.
preamble here. We got a pre-speaker.
I was wrong.
Well, I would be buying
This
guesses right now.
this might go long, boys. This might go
I would be
long.
buying guesses right now.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, America.
Border is 45. He doesn't
Happy
really say border
holidays
that
and
much.
Merry
That's my
Christmas,
issue.
America. Welcome to the 103rd National Christmas
Are you
Tree
on
Light.
peace?
This is
Yes.
so
I mean, a lot of you
exciting,
left it
isn't
alone because it's getting
No,
cheaper.
I don't have a position.
Absolutely.
It's like
Hello,
69
everybody.
cents now.
Yeah, I don't know.
We are just a few steps away from the world's most famous house.
Dude, why is this like?
Getting ready
Why do
to
I feel like this is
light
like an
up the world's
ABC
most
Thanksgiving
famous
show
tree, and
going
you
on?
can't top
This is the
that.
same
You
vibe I'm getting.
cannot top that. I'm so
This is
thrilled
scary,
to be
bro.
here with
Democrats
you,
such a-
Gabby,
I'm
at
fucked
the
on
White
Democrat,
House in
low-key.
President's Park, where for
He
over
can dodge
100
Democrat.
years, this
It's not
Yeah, but he's gonna
like,
go long.
even if he
American
speaks.
Wrong about
has
that, bro, for
brought
sure.
our country
Looking at this
together.
setup,
And as we come together,
Yeah, it looks a lot
tonight,
different
it's
than the old
important
setup
to
where it was
remember
like just
those
literally
who
one
can't
podium
be
and like
here with
the
us.
tree behind him.
So let's
This has got like a
give
lot more
special
involvement.
moment
Just
of
didn't have a
deep
good stream.
appreciation to all of our men and women in uniform
Donald John
serving
Trump.
this great nation around the world.
Oh my
Well,
god, Donnie's wearing a Santa suit.
And may
is
they
he
No way.
actually?
feel
Yeah, no,
our
no.
gratitude.
Oh my
I
fucking
knew
God,
Log
man,
would
bro,
freak
why
out.
would you say that?
Right,
Game's a heart
we're so
attack.
thankful.
Here
Look,
he is,
he would-
DJT.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here he comes.
the President
Big
of the United
DJT lad.
You know I've been schizo about this strike for an hour, bro. You can't just drop that.
Oh, he's wearing the turtleneck.
He's
Yeah, he's wearing the turtle.
Oh, you're a little bit ahead.
Let's go.
Wait, do you see the teleprompter?
Oh, I do.
Hey, it's not too cold, bro.
it says
It's how
having
long?
everybody.
Where's the
You guys see?
tone?
It says everybody and having. I don't know what else.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, though. Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Oh, he's speaking.
Wish everyone here tonight and Americans all across this land a very, very Merry Christmas.
Did he say Melania?
Yeah.
It's Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
first thing.
So is everybody ready to light the beautiful Christmas tree? Are you
Is
ready?
he not going to talk?
I'm betting.
No, you
So
talk
the
about
First
the
Lady
lights.
is going to
Talk
do
I got
the
some water,
honors,
no. Fuck it.
and we're going to do a countdown. We'll go from 5 to 0, okay? 5, 4.
I think he's gonna speak,
3,
but I just wanted to be
2,
safe.
Yeah,
That's a
he
pretty
speaks
treat.
after
One.
this, usually. You can maybe get something really cheap, yes, if you get like right now.
Yeah.
8 or 38 cents. Ace, yes, is like dropping.
I wonder what Melania's gonna say.
Maybe 8 war. I mean, it's not really discount. Though, so.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you, Melania.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful job
Usha.
they did
Usha
on
hit.
creating that tree. It's a beauty. And let me also recognize Vice President J.D. Vance and
My God, everybody's getting recognized.
Lady Usha,
Usha double.
as well as Secretaries Scott
Harris
Bassett,
knows 69
Pete
cents.
Hegseth, Attorney
Ooh.
General Pam Bondi, Secretaries Doug
No, I
Burgum
can't
and
do
Robert
that.
F. Kennedy
'Cause He hits
Jr.,
hottest anyway, Tara.
Administrator
Gretzky
Kelly
mentioned?
Loeffler, and their wonderful families are doing a
Oh, talk about the
fantastic
weather.
job. And I see out in the audience
There's National
the great
Park.
one, Wayne Gretzky
National
and
Park.
Janet.
Fuck.
Thank you very
Bang,
much, Wayne, for
boys,
being here.
bang.
He's used to this kind of weather.
He's
Let's
used to this
also
weather.
express our gratitude to the great people of the
Watch here,
National Park
delayed.
Service. They're
Oh, yeah.
incredible,
Yeah,
the job
you're
they've
very
done,
delayed. Go to the
Unbelievable.
White House stream on
as
X.
well as the unbelievable performers
Christians?
here tonight.
Jesus Christ, maybe?
When the Son of God, our
Oh, Jesus,
Lord
there
and
we go.
Savior Jesus Christ,
Jesus!
came down from heaven to be with
It is
us.
Jesus.
Let's go.
You're right. Full of grace and truth, he brought the gift of God's love into the world and the promise of salvation for every person and every nation. And we just settled another war
Let's go.
today. You saw
Trump's
that.
religious.
Oh, war.
Rwanda,
What were you
in
saying?
the Congo, it's been going on for 34 years.
Oh.
Millions
Oh
of
my
people
God, he's talking
killed.
about it.
Ace.
8
Could
wars?
be 20 million. They don't know what the number is, and we just settled it today. That was a big one.
He's
We're
starting to
very
ramble,
happy
bro. He's
announce
starting to
it
ramble.
on this important day. Tonight,
Please.
this beautiful evergreen tree glows bright on the dark and cold winter night and reminds us of the words of Gospel of John, "In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind." Beautiful words. With the birth of Jesus, human history turned from
He might
night
not
to
talk
day.
much.
His
That's not-
word
I
and
hope.
his example
He's still
call
got his
us
piece,
to
though.
love one
He's on
another,
hold.
to serve one another, and to honor the sacred truth that every child is specially made in the image of God.
In the image of God.
Cool.
For 250 years, think of it, our country is 250 years. This is a big year.
Oh, gosh,
250?
you might even cry
So
here.
Oh
happy
my
that our
God.
presidency was delayed. Otherwise, I'd be sitting home watching television, not being invited. I would be extremely upset. And remember, we have not only the 250 years, but we have, this is a big one. We have
Olympics.
the World Cup and we have the Olympics coming up,
World Cup.
all within this 4-year period.
Come on, please say fucking Biden, bro.
See, if they didn't rig the election, I would have
Oh my
been
God.
sitting, because can you imagine?
Rig
I
the
wouldn't have any
election.
of them. And I probably wouldn't have
Come
been
on, Bill
invited. I
Biden.
would have been very upset by that.
Oh, gosh. Chill
But
out.
America has stood tall in part
Biden.
because millions of our citizens have heeded that call, and the faith and service of Christians have been essential
No.
parts of
He's going back to talking
America's
about it.
strength from the very,
Wow.
very beginning. Incredible. We love the Christians. We love all religions.
Yeah,
And by the way,
Christianity.
religion is coming back to the USA. You see that
Religion's coming
very
back.
strongly.
Religion would have been a good strike.
So this Christmas season, let
No
me say
Charlie
thank
shout
you
out.
to everyone who serves the needy and lifts
I'm telling
up
them
the
about my Biden
communities inspired by faith. Thank you to the police, law enforcement officers, first responders,
Veteran, bro.
ICE, and Border Patrol agents
Border.
who risk their
ICE,
lives
Border
every day
Patrol?
to defend
Oh
the
my
innocent,
God.
protect the good,
Did he
and
say
keep the
Santa?
evil and danger at bay.
No.
And
Oh.
thank you to the men and
Okay, well,
women of the
I know
United
the Gas
States
price
military,
dropped, like,
including
20
the brave
something
heroes
like
of our National
Military.
Guard
Is
here in
military.
Washington,
National
D.C.,
Guard.
where we've set a record for lack of crime in 28
Oh, gosh.
years.
Lack of
so
crime.
I just want to
Please. Under Biden, how much crime did you have?
a great
Oh, you had a lot of
person.
crime
I
under the
wanna
Biden
pay
administration.
my
Biden,
highest
yeah, I was
respects
thinking
to
about it.
those two great guardsmen. You know
No.
who I'm talking about.
Oh
They
my.
paid in
Oh,
one
come on, talk
case
about how the
ultimate
immigrants
and
got
the other.
here through the
Andrew is getting
Biden
better. Sarah,
administration.
unfortunately, is watching from
Wow.
The
heaven.
hottest got mugged.
Watching from heaven.
fuck.
Her
Lost the
parents
under,
are
huh?
so incredible, and
Never mind.
Andrew is hopefully getting better. He got hit hard defending us, and I just want to pay my respects to them. Two incredible people, unbelievable people. I spoke
need
with
peace.
the parents
Biden,
and met the parents
Still.
today, but the parents of Andrew, and
I need Biden.
they have spirit and they
Need
love our
Biden,
country
too.
so much you wouldn't believe. But as a nation, we have much to be grateful for. On this holiday season, our border is secure, our spirit is restored. Most secure border we've ever had in the history of our country. 7
Most
months
secure
and
border.
nobody has come in illegally into our country.
Nobody's come in.
Nobody, not one.
Unlike whose administration?
Our
He's getting
economy
close to
is
hottest.
thriving, inflation
wait,
is stopped, our
did
nation
you
is
say it?
strong.
Oh no,
Inflation.
And
no,
America
no,
is
no,
back, bigger and
Oh.
better, stronger, better than
Peace.
ever before. Think of it.
Peace?
Hottest.
And we're making peace all over the world.
Yes.
We're settling wars
Yes, yes,
at
yes, yes,
levels
yes.
that nobody's ever seen before. 8 of them. We're
My
looking
leader.
for one more. That's Russia, Ukraine, if that's
8 of
possible.
He
them.
said 8 of
And
them.
I think we'll
Eight-
get there eventually.
8 of them? All right.
Last
Another
week-
fun,
Not
boys.
it,
Let's
like-
get back into
8,000
Mention Markets
soldiers killed
Discord.
last month. They had
Another Rose
27,000
cuck.
soldiers needlessly killed. We got to
Hey,
get there.
hey,
soon.
How does he
Water
dodge
award.
Biden?
Just over 1 year ago,
No.
our country was
We'll get back to it.
Hottest?
very, very serious.
Oh, but it's
trouble.
I'm screwed.
The king of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I
King
I
of
had
Saudi
hottest.
Arabia, bring it in.
1 year ago, your country
had
was
hottest-
dead. Now you have
I
the
had hottest,
strongest
yes, I
and
sold her.
hottest country anywhere in the world. Can you imagine? We
Dude,
did
that's
this in
I don't know.
10
I'm
months.
delayed, but I swear,
What
as
a
soon as
difference.
Saudi
Yeah,
Arabia was
I
said, it was
Everybody
already
feels that,
bonded.
and all leaders feel that. So as we prepare to celebrate the miracle of Christmas,
Not
we
bad.
thank God for his many blessings, and together we rejoice at the true source of greatness, happiness, and strength. The good news is that
He's not gonna say
glorious
Biden.
nights 2,000 years
you
ago,
will.
think
I'm
of
selling.
it, 2,000 years ago, it was indeed a glorious night. So I want to thank everybody here. I want to pay my deepest respect and love to all of our great citizens, like 350 million people. We love them all. Whether you like them or not, we love them all. We want to take care of
That's not
everybody.
what you
we
said
have
at
to take
the-
care of everybody in our country. I want
the
to wish
funeral, bro.
everybody a very Merry Christmas and a
Everyone,
Happy
every
New
got
Year,
bogged.
and
I think it's over.
Yeah.
have a good time. And you're going to see some great entertainment. Thank you very much, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Damn it,
Happy
man.
Hanukkah. Happy New Year. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Bam, he hit Hanukkah? Thank God that wasn't a strike, bro. Thank God they didn't have fucking Hanukkah there.
Wait, am I up or down on this market?
I
I
got
don't know. I think
screwed.
I'm even.
I'm
I
even.
lost so much. He didn't say Biden. He didn't say Democrat.
Yeah, I'm
and he said
dead
Hobbs.
set even. I broke even, bro.
If I didn't sell
Oh.
my hottest, yes. Oh my god.
Well,
Yep, minus
fucking,
860.
we made it through.
I made like 20
Oh
bucks.
jeez.
Loom, you were right
$4.
about hottest,
I-
bro.
I should have sold Democrat,
Dude.
bro. Democrat, yes. Fuck, was such
Well-
a bad fucking play.
Type shit.
And he missed veteran too. He said military, but not veteran.
Yeah.
I had veteran now.
Well, what was the total on that? How long?
Thank everybody.
see.
It was
was like
for
From
Everybody, we have. Well, thank you very much.
it was under
It was
10
like
minutes.
7 minutes,
Come
yeah.
on. 8 minutes.
It was literally
9 minutes.
yeah, 8 minutes.
Oh,
8 minutes long.
Between 5 and 10 minutes, bro. Exactly what I
half is
said.
getting
Yeah.
killed me.
The under 10 minutes
Yeah.
hit, bro.
He-
That was at a 25%
As-
too. That's what they were saying.
Bro, as he was like going upwards, bro, and he was saying like, you know, all this and this and this and this, and it's like, bro, it's coming. Like it's dead set
Yeah.
coming.
Let's go. Jeez, dude. Yeah, that's. I mean, hottest was bonded before even Saudi Arabia got there.
That's the thing.
Literally,
you know
as
it's
soon as he
coming.
said 1 year ago.
Yep.
Well, I think some people have like way faster streams. That's why it's
I mean that
stuff
too,
always gets
but
slower.
People are also there.
it was less of a delay than like other strikes.
Hmm.
It was bonded quicker than other ones. But
That's brutal, man.
which one
That
did
is
you?
that was rough.
I think you're getting border yes too. That would have been nice.
I was thinking like if Christy Noam was there to thank them for their work at the border. but-
Bernie's live, by the way.
Yeah,
Bernie? Dub Bernie? Dub
Yeah,
Bernie?
Bernie's live.
you've already hit like 6 strikes, bro.
Y'all want to watch this? I want to
Yeah.
see this fucking guy say Epstein, bro.
I thought I
Because they
watched
have
it.
to also show their face?
76.
Question mark?
I told you, bro. Like it's like a night. Like he's just like all the stuff.
Zuckerberg owns Meta, which is Facebook
Oh, he's on- he just
and
hit Elon.
Instagram. Larry
I just
Ellison
turned in. You just
Yeah.
hit
recently
Elon.
was able to buy CBS, that Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post. So to a very significant degree, these very same extraordinarily wealthy people control what we
Well, I
hear,
guess straight
see,
on to
and read.
Bernie then, I
So we got a
guess.
problem. What's the answer to the problem? The answer
This
to
is
the
long,
problem is that
though.
we've
Ain't
got
this gonna be
organized
so
in a way that
long?
we have never organized
This is
before
going
at the
till
grassroots
8?
level. And we
Is
are beginning to
it?
see that all over this country. People are looking
Well, I think it's a
around
talk
and they're
vote,
saying,
then
"How
question and
come
answers, right? So
I can't afford health care?
Yeah.
How come I can't afford to send my kid to college? How come I
can't believe I broke
afford
even on that
rent
fucking-
Well, I don't know if it's
or to buy
audience
a house?
Q&A, but I would
How
assume
come I
off
cannot
precedent
afford
it was
grocery,
before.
decent
But I
food
hope for
my kids,
Moonlight it's not.
While the very richest people are becoming richer.
Yeah.
And what we are beginning
It might
to
be
see
Q&A as
are
in like
candidates
literally George Santos,
coast
or
to
not George
coast
Santos. Who's
beginning
he with? Robert Costa.
to run for all.
They both have Hispanic names.
Wait, Army was a strike? I didn't even see that.
Which one?
The
Inequality.
lighting.
Oh, here he is. Okay, so, dude, it might be open question then. Look at the setup. Just kind of the same as the one I sent. That was from like 2 years ago.
here we go. It's
Thank you
time
very
to
much,
ask some
Senator Sanders, for those opening
questions.
remarks.
He said, "I'm glad to hear." He just said, "I'm glad. I'm
White
ready to hear your
oligarchy is
questions."
not
So
only
he's gonna
a
ask,
crooked-
dude. Someone's gonna ask about Epstein, I reckon.
The outgrowth
Yeah,
of a
it's
tour that
National
began
Guard
in the
and
wake of
Epstein were the two strikes
President Trump's victory in
that were involved.
2024, galvanizing working
Yeah.
people across the country. What are the lessons learned from that tour?
I'll get
you were
them even
at the
cheaper,
lectern
bro.
in front of not only crowds in blue states, but red states.
In fact, we concentrated, Bob, on red states. We did go to some blue states as well.
I'm gonna bet
The
on
main
ice
focus
now.
was, in fact, to go to red states. And
Ice
one
snow
of
for
the places
Bernie?
we went to was
Yeah.
in West Virginia.
He doesn't say it too
hit in the-
often.
Into
The last
a
Bernie I
county where
played.
Trump
It
got
wasn't the most recent, but I
74%
think
of
the one
vote.
before that.
I think I
reason
remember that too.
that
Ice hit.
We
No
launched
ice hit.
that campaign, and I was
And that was at, like,
joined,
30 cents, too.
for a while with Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The
There's
reason
AOC.
that we did that is we felt it imperative that with Trump assuming
Fuck,
power,
I missed it. I wasn't even on the
having
Bernie
been
tab. I
elected,
literally heard
and every
AOC.
day doing one
Damn it.
or another outrageous thing, consolidating.
ball.
Bro, I saw it at 45 when you said that.
Oh, my
I was like, oh.
I
stream
know,
is
I
so
know.
far behind.
I tried to
gotta
buy it.
refresh
And the
this.
American people will say, "What's going on? Who's
just tried to
fighting
bond
back?"
it there.
And they weren't seeing the kind of opposition that was needed from the Democratic leadership. So we hit the road. And what we found in speaking to, I think we went to 23 states, maybe 35 events, speaking to well over 300,000 people.
Paycheck to
Is
paycheck.
what we found interestingly is it was not just Bernie supporters who were coming out, not just Democratic supporters coming out. We had a whole lot of Republicans and a whole lot of.
I'm betting National Guard. No, I don't think he's gonna say it,
In
even if
seeing what Trump was
he's also
doing,
questioning
Someone
about it.
ask him a National Guard question.
What
Yeah,
kind
I think
of
he'll just
nation
dodge saying
are we
it.
becoming?
Ooh.
And I remember,
a
and
good
one of
play.
the things that galvanized me, I was
It's 74
at
cents, though. I'm
Trump's
like-
as a
Like
senator.
Epstein's such an easier one to
Inauguration.
get
It was
said.
indoors because of the
Yeah,
weather.
definitely.
And for whatever reason, I got kind of
'Cause you
pushed
guys ask
to the
about
front of
the
the line,
files
and I
vote.
was in the front row,
Yep.
just a few feet away from where Trump was inaugurated. And right behind him were the wealthiest people in the world. You had Mr. Musk over there, Mr. Bezos over there, Mr. Zuckerberg over there.
I'll see if I can get
behind
some
them
live fills.
Can we get Bezos and
were another
Zuck as
15
Bernie strikes as well?
billionaires who Trump had nominated for various government
I want to see the
agencies.
track
So
on
I think the American
the percent
people
chance
are
of
out there
Elon
looking and they're
versus
saying, wait a minute,
Musk versus
60%
Zuckerberg.
of us are
Shout outs.
struggling
I think Elon's
with
his
food on the
favorite
table.
one.
We're living
Yeah.
paycheck to paycheck. We can't afford
Paycheck to
healthcare,
paycheck.
Can't afford housing, and now you got a government which is run by billionaires. And honestly, what I thought when I was sitting there, and I made this point throughout the tour that we did, is you all remember.
Dude, I'm so.
Abraham
What stream are you
how
using?
far-
I'm behind like
stream
20
you-
seconds.
Horrible.
Yeah, what are you watching on Luxy? Are you there?
It's just YouTube.
Step forward in
What the hell?
I'm on YouTube. I'm not that far ahead.
And
Boys, put it in playback speed
where the
2
blood
times.
Is still on the ground. People had just died a few days.
Okay, I'm doing
before.
that right
They
now.
This
Our-
could
so
be a
many
good
words.
tip. Maybe I clip this.
Our
If
vision.
you're watching a
These
YouTube
guys did not die
stream,
in vain.
go
That what
settings,
America
playback
must
speed
be is
2x, and
of
then
the
it'll just
people,
go up to the fastest
by
part.
the people,
So
and
if you're
for
trying to quick buy something,
profound.
buy quick yeses.
profound
If it's a
statement.
YouTube stream, just
It's what
playback
this
speed
country is
2x.
about,
You'll get the
not
fastest stream.
complicated. We back in the
There you go.
1770s.
That's a decent clip.
Very brave people.
Yeah, but then
I'm
it
just focusing
stops.
Your neighbor here.
Yeah, it stops, but that's
made
kind of where it's
a
live,
revolution.
basically.
Shook up the
You
entire
know,
world.
and then like if
Government
it pauses
operated
again, then you
by
can
the
just do it
people,
over
for the
again, over
people. Now
again.
you have
So honestly, for a viewing
government of
experience, it's probably not
billionaires,
good streaming it, but
by
I like
billionaires
times
and
2 it all the
billionaires.
time.
And I think people looking around, they want opposition. Where do we go from here? So the nature of that.
Oh, I do actually. I do at 1.75 because I
is
think
to show the
the
world,
circle is slower
show
than 2x.
America that there was massive
But
opposition to Trump's
That's
agenda.
double alpha.
Senator, when I covered your tour, I encountered many members of the labor movement showing up to your events, saying they really feel frustrated about their situation in the country, their own economic pain, the cost of health care.
Well, I
What's
guess
your
if I'm pretty
assessment
fat, I mean,
as
it's
a
worth
leader
watching this, so.
in this country, in the U.S. Senate, about labor and where it should go from here?
We need some major reforms in the labor movement. I happen to believe very strongly that we are not going to be able to transform this country without a very strong labor movement. And in the last some years, we have seen at the grassroots level some really strong efforts by folks to organize, to join unions. And I trust everybody understands that what a union is about is the understanding that one worker alone does not have the power to take on his or her boss in terms of decent wages, decent working conditions, decent benefits. You can't do it. A lot of these folks out there, these bosses, these corporations are incredibly greedy. They make huge profits, but they want more and more and more. I was just on a picket line last week in New York City with Mayor-elect Mamdani, and we were working with Starbucks workers. So you have a company that makes billions of dollars in profit, paid its CEO $96
You see
million
the bid wars on ICE?
for 4 months of work at the end of last year. You got all kinds
Yeah,
of money, and yet they're paying
I see
their
it.
workers starvation wages and providing terrible schedules.
Oh,
for these
yes,
workers.
ICE.
And we're seeing that all
500
over the country.
shares.
So I think
Yeah,
people
there's a
understand
few
the
of them.
importance
See, like,
of
if you were a
joining unions, I think we need to
I
have
think
a
if you were a
rebuttal.
Kalshi person trying to ask a question, that's what you would do. You know that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Mamdani.
If it's like that for, is it like that for any of the other
Office,
stripes?
especially in terms of a democratic socialist government. You were a former mayor for a long
immigrant.
time in
Immigrant,
Burlington,
yeah.
Vermont. What will it take for him to be successful in your
Not
view?
Epstein and
He
not
has an
National Guard.
incredibly difficult
Yeah,
job.
not really Biden.
I mean, I just met with him a few days ago, and I think it is fair to say
It's like
perhaps
two
said that
different
being
people.
Mayor of New York City is maybe the second
knows?
most difficult.
It may be,
job,
yeah.
in
I got
the
12 cent
country.
working class. No, though.
I think what would define success is not only keeping his campaign promises. Now, one of the issues which is true for New York City, it is true for Vermont, it is true for Virginia, is
Only
the
strike I
outrageously
had
high
was
cost of
inequality. It
housing.
was a given.
And what he said is going to stabilize.
Did you
rents,
look at the book for that one,
in
Winston?
Rent stabilization buildings.
Inequality, or-
in New York City.
Only thing
and
I
the
really looked
concern
at for
there
this
is
one
that
was paycheck to
working class
paycheck.
people
That was
can
an
no longer-
absolute.
Oh yeah, it was.
And working
us.
class.
Yeah.
That was basically a slam.
He campaigned on an issue, again, which is problematic.
Oh, you said
not
working
only
class?
in New York and Vermont, again,
Yeah.
all over the country, and that is the child care crisis. What I believe, what most psychologists will tell you, is that the ages of 0 through 4 are the most important years in terms of intellectual and emotional
As he
development
said,
for a human
I've
being,
seen-
right? 0 through 4.
No.
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 Stop for a moment and think what our child care system looks like given that reality. You would think
I think they're going to take questions from the
our
audience,
richest
and
country
that's
in
when
the
it's
history
going
of
to.
the
Yeah.
world, which is
Well, this
what
might
we
be
are,
the first market to go yes
that we would say,
everything.
my God,
Except
we have got to have the
authoritarian.
best
Some
qualified,
of these
best
might be
trained,
cheap.
best educated people to be working with our little
Like
kids.
ICE. I don't know.
They have to be paid really, really well.
I don't know,
The
look at that,
facilities
yeah.
have got to be great.
But-
And it's got to be affordable because we want it available for every parent regardless
It's
of income.
affordable.
Well, needless to say, the reality is very different, just the opposite for that. So he has talked about what exists in other parts of the world to making childcare in New York City free. And I think he's exactly right in doing that. He's about,
Bruh, Loxy, bruh.
Yeah.
So loud.
and he's
Oh, the
talked
echo?
about,
I have an echo.
Yeah.
using
So
city
good.
funds to build.
Bro, this
grocery
like Bernie
stores
thing is a
in
yes
underserved
fucking fest,
areas,
bro.
which I think
Look
is
at it.
also very important.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be. I don't know. I'm looking at the remaining strikes though, and it's kind
Those
of.
were the main tenets of his campaign.
That's the yes that we're
People say, wow,
that we're
that's
gonna hit though.
really,
I don't know.
really radical. Oh my God.
Winston. Based on past transcripts, paycheck to paycheck was second most frequent mention from the past 2 weeks. Fake. So you looked at the past 2 weeks. I looked at the last times he spoke with this guy. That's what I looked at. So he spoke with this guy Robert Costa a couple times before, including one like 6 months ago. Plus, I looked at the 4 other Bernie strikes in mention metrics, which had like I think it's like 4 fighting oligarchy speeches. So he said paycheck to paycheck in all of those, and he said paycheck to paycheck when they spoke 7 months ago. So. The only thing is, dude, I had a huge limit order up for paycheck to paycheck, and then I ran out of cash in my account, so it all deleted. So I only got 60 shares, but, oh, he just hit socialist? Look at that, bro. I'm literally only here, though, because I'm watching for National Guard and Epstein based off someone buying it like for 4,000 shares before the market. Right here. This Epstein strike at 4:18 p.m. 4,000 shares to 66 cents. So my thinking is someone's going to ask him a question about Epstein. So I tailed this a little bit, 100 shares at 27 cents, but his book is titled Fighting Oligarchy. So yeah, good problem. Oh yeah. So this is like, that was his tour leading up to his book, like his book premiere. And then the book premiered, and this is after the book, after the fact, so.
Deeply in debt if they go to college, or that millions of young people cannot afford to get the education they need. That's radical. So the main message I think that Mamdani was...
Dun. Refresh this.
It's radical. So the main message I think that Mamdani was trying to get out.
Oh God, this is so far behind it.
In the wealthiest country in the history of the world.
Yeah, it is.
There is no rational reason
Human right.
everybody in this country should not have high quality healthcare as a human right.
He's inequality again. Yeah.
There is no rational reason why we should not have the best public education system from childcare to graduate school. Not a radical idea.
Is it really going to go for an hour and a half? What is he going to talk about?
I think questions. I think like the speech at the start.
How long will it last? This will go till 8 p.m. Wait, I think actually, when did this start? This started at 6:30. Yeah, it'll go to 8 p.m. It's lasting. Well, that's like the max. It'll max last an hour and 30 minutes.
Most of us watched Mayor-elect Mamdani's victory speech, and there was
What's up, Semper? How are you, bro? We just did the Christmas tree market, and now I'm just watching this Bernie one because you might like this, Semper. There was some weird. Someone bought a bunch of Epstein Yes before at 4,000 shares, so I got some cheaper share limits for Yes Epstein. I'm thinking someone's gonna ask a question about Epstein since there will be open Q&A at the end of this.
Let me ask for a start. How many people in this room have heard of Eugene V. Debs? Great. Well, that's I can't see it.
A lot of arms. Not
that's
enough
great.
probably for you, but enough.
I asked that because in the 1970s in Burlington, Vermont, I was invited to an event at the University of Vermont. And, we were talking about stuff, and I asked the students there how many have ever heard of Debs, and a lot fewer hands went up than I saw here tonight. In my view, maybe along with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.,
MLK,
Debs
shout.
was one of the great figures in modern American history. If my memory is correct, at the age of 14, he went to work on the railroads.
I feel bad. I was gonna undeafen, but like my mic is echoing, so I don't want to echo.
And he helped bring a lot of
I could put in
AirPods unions together to form the American Railway.
Actually, I don't know. They're not charged, are they? Oh. What happened? My stream.
Strike, don't remember exactly the year, the late 1800s. Pullman strike.
It's because the AirPods connected. There you go.
All right. Anyhow, it became a nationwide strike.
I don't know if I'm going to be a fellow here anymore.
Debs was arrested for his activity. He went to jail. And in jail, he started reading. And he came out as a committed socialist. And he helped form the Socialist Party at that time. He ran for president on 5 occasions. And I think was a very inspirational speaker and a great writer. I recommend all of you to read some of his speeches and his writings. And, it's very, very powerful stuff, talking about so long as there are people in jail, I am not free. And talking, many of the things that he talked about then are as absolutely relevant today as they were back then. So his goal was to reach out, to organize people. And remember, he said, you can have anything you want so long as you want it. Stand up and fight for it. It's yours. All right? That's what he said then. And he, toward the end of his life, when he was older, he gave a speech during World War I.
World War, there you go.
It implied that he urged young people not to participate in the war. And he was arrested, he was sent to jail. His health deteriorated in jail. I wanted mentioning early before we got up here, he was almost a Christ-like figure. Everyone who met him loved him, even if they disagreed with him politically. One of the things that blew me away, and it's just almost hard to imagine, here's this guy in his 50s or so, politician, going around the country. He ends up in jail. And when he's in jail with hardened criminals, this was a federal penitentiary in Atlanta, Georgia.
Let's see if we get some more cheaper
His
Epstein.
character and his humanity came out.
Put a
So that
limit,
when he
yes.
was released,
The
he
other
was
one
released
that had
pardoned
weird
by
movement was
President
National
Harding in
Guard.
1920, I think, right?
So
He was released. All of these prisoners go to the walls, go to their bars and stuff.
I do think, though, if someone was going to try to get him to say National Guard, that'd be way harder
to
than
express their love and
Epstein.
affection for this guy, which was really quite
That's
extraordinary.
what
So
Moonlight
it's
was
not
saying,
just
too.
as a
Who I
political
think is the
figure, it was
counterparty for both these
apparently
trades.
Those who knew him
So,
personally saw him as the guy who would give the
for him,
show
I
back.
hope
A
neither
very,
of these
very
hit.
wonderful
But
human being.
the smarter
But
play,
he
though,
spent 3
is to buy
years,
yes
in
when you
jail
see,
because of
like,
his opposition
crazy movement like that.
to World War I. His views were right. It's a war that we should never have gotten into. But he becomes an inspiration because he says to working people all over the country, organize.
Who's penny jumping?
Stand up, fight for your rights. And if you have
Who
a
is
vision-
penny
He
jumping?
said something also, Bob. He said, he was the leader. He was a great leader. And he said something in so many words. I'm paraphrasing rather badly. He said, if I, Eugene Debs, can lead you into socialism
Only
or
6
anything
strikes
else,
remain. Yes, Fest. Yep.
somebody else
I'm
can
thinking
lead you
Epstein's gonna
out.
be
It's
said
not
too.
me, the leader. We don't need great leaders. We need mass democratic movements of people.
I don't think.
And that was an extraordinary vision. He says,
I don't
want
know.
to be a leader.
ICE and immigrant.
I want you to stand up and
Biden.
fight
Maybe
for
Biden doesn't hit. Biden might be the only one that doesn't hit tonight.
justice, which I thought was rather extraordinary.
Thank you, Senator Sanders. It's really worth reading more about him to understand where Senator Sanders' movement comes from and the tradition in this country of democratic socialism. So often it's characterized as some kind of random thing recently, and there's a rich history. But moving from the past
was
to
socialist
the future,
at?
Senator, you
Dang,
have
it
been
was
focused in
pretty
recent
down.
years, especially in the last year, on artificial intelligence. When you look at AI, where do you see both the peril and any promise?
Here's what my worries now. Let me ask a question. Give me an honest answer. Don't tell
Bow.
me or Bob
Bow,
what
bow,
we
bow,
want to
bow,
hear.
bow, 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 bow.
How many of you feel comfortable that AI and robotics will be an asset, a positive thing for working families? Please raise your hand.
I don't see any hand.
Oh, I see.
Maybe like
Okay.
How many of you
I would say yes.
see that they may have those technologies may
Austin
have a
thing?
negative impact on working people? All right. Bob, I first saw this, and the answer was that almost everybody is concerned about it. I first saw this, I was in Davenport.
Hey, that's a cool ass
Iowa, a
photo
number of
though.
months ago.
I guess that.
I asked the exact same question. Working class audience, and the same exact.
Man, there's working class again.
So here's what I think. The first question that you've got to ask yourself is, who's pushing AI and robotics? And we know the answer. The answer is that the wealthiest people in the world, Elon Musk, Larry Ellison, Jeff Bezos, Sam Altman, other multi-billionaires, Peter Thiel. It is a technology in which the very wealthiest people
I think Jeff
in the
Bezos could be a
world
strike
are
for
investing
Bernie
hundreds
markets.
and hundreds of billions
hell?
of dollars in research and
Get this
development.
bullshit off my screen.
So
What
the
the fuck
first
is this?
question that you have to ask yourself is, okay,
What was that?
what is their motive? Are these guys doing it in order to improve life? People will tell you truthfully that AI is going to have some positive impacts on healthcare, et cetera, and it will. But what is the motive of these guys? Are these guys investing all of this money and their energy in robotics and AI to improve life for ordinary people? And I think you got to be out of your mind
Dems
if
hate
you think
crypto
the
AI.
answer is yes.
For
So
his
why are
point?
they doing it? Well, one of the
Pathetic.
things that AI and robotics will do, and we're
I think he's
beginning
saying he's basically making the claim AI right now that it will do good, just that's not why they're pushing it. I would agree to that. I don't know if you could genuinely say that, but obviously there's an economic opportunity for AI, and that's the biggest reason you would do something like that. Yeah, if you run a company, no shit, you're gonna try to run up profits and eat up market share. So I think people realize AI is the future. They're just trying to profit off of it. No one can at the moment, but they're trying to. He's demonizing it.
entities in Amazon warehouses are now robots, and they're going to increase that.
He's
But
coming
it's
from
not
the job
just
aspect that it's going to
manufacturing
take
and
workers'
robots.
jobs.
It is also
Which is true.
a lot of white-collar jobs as well. And one of the scary things, not to get the young people here nervous, is that we're seeing now
This is
an
true.
uptick in unemployment for college graduates, because many of the
Like me.
entry-level
Come on.
jobs that young people gravitate
He's
to
talking
and
about
get
me.
as they move up the ladder in the economy.
Is this thing about me?
Are now done by AI.
No, but
So
I think it is bad for the current job market in the short term. AI will be terrible because people will lose jobs. And people will not have these certain skills to get the new jobs that are created by AI, if that makes sense. AI is going to create new jobs that we can't even think about existing currently. And the people that are not familiar with AI will get screwed because their skill set, their individual thinking, if they cannot develop their skill set with AI and with the tools, they will be left behind. But I don't think the job market is cooked. And I think about in 50 years, the word job might just be a slur. We can't be it'll be it'll be a word that we can't say because it'll be optional. We'll have universal basic income. We'll have a UBI. Working will be optional, and hobbyists will be a new trend. I'm just a hobbyist, right? But until then, in the short term, jobs are fucked for sure. The job market's fucked in the short term, obviously. Until the new ones replace it, or until we get universal basic income, basically, is my view of it.
With other human beings.
What's up, cock?
Your parents who raised
You didn't
you,
hit
your
anything
friends, your
while I
family,
went
your
on that
schoolmates, your coworkers.
tirade, so it's
Everybody in
okay.
this room, we impact each other. We are who we are because of how we relate to other human beings. Well,
my
as
mom
I'm
is
sure
home.
all of you are aware, and I hope we get
Man,
some
they're buying
questions on
Epstein.
this.
Yes,
There are studies
cheaper.
out there right now where
It's 18 cents.
teenagers are spending a very significant amount of their time, not just as part of their schoolwork, and that's a whole other issue the teachers worry about, but emotionally. They're getting their emotional support.
What do I have? I've got 35
They have
bucks on this.
quote-unquote friends who are on ChatGPT. They got problems. They talk to ChatGPT. What does it mean if a human being gets their emotional support and their friendships from a non-human entity, and at the
Which
same
is already
time
a thing.
becomes increasingly isolated from other human beings?
Yeah, Bernie, it's
Over a
already
period
a
of
thing.
time.
Known thing, really.
What does that mean? In terms of AI and robotics, another side impact is, and you're seeing it right now in Ukraine.
It's Ukraine.
politicians, leaders, sometimes hesitate to go to war because they don't want the body bags coming back. It's not good politics to have thousands of your young people get killed. What happens when robot soldiers are doing the fighting?
Good point.
In Ukraine right now on both sides. You're seeing drones playing.
You don't have to stop the fighting ever.
We are not far away. Elon Musk talks about his desire to build millions and millions of robots. Some of those will be able to engage in combat. So you're going to have a arms race in robots. What does that mean in terms of countries more likely to go to war? A couple of weeks ago,
I wonder if that does though. If they're like, okay, we can save human lives, let's extend the war in Russia, Ukraine, for example.
He won the Nobel Prize in Physics a couple of years ago. Is often called the godfather of AI. He's the guy who did the initial groundwork 40, 50 years ago. And he said, I asked him the question, well, will AI become smarter than human beings? And the answer is, yeah, of course. The question is when. It will. And then the next obvious question, which used to be a science fiction narrative, is, well, what happens when AI does become smarter? Will human beings literally be able to control the planet? So it used to be kind of a joke. People like
looking
Jeffrey
at other
Hinton,
mentions.
who, again, knows a lot about this.
There's no other
in fact,
mentions
is very,
tonight,
very
right?
worried about that. So you asked me about AI.
That's it. It's just this
And
Bernie
robotics,
one.
it is
What are we playing?
transformative. It's going to have an
see.
unbelievable impact on
Well, I've got
every
food
aspect
ready.
of our lives. I can tell you absolutely that Congress is nowhere near beginning even to address
What
the
time-
issue. Media is not talking. I mean, they are. CBS, by the way, is doing a bit on it. But I think the enormity
I think this will
of
go on
this
another
issue
hour.
and how it's going to impact every life and our kids' lives.
I do want to
has
see this
not gotten the
Epstein thing
discussion
happen,
that
though.
needs. So it's an issue that
Did you ever
my
notice in the
office is
China
working
Caroline
on.
clip, there's a comment of me
Thank you,
fantasizing
Senator. This
Caroline?
leads to a question from one of the students here, Taylor
Dude,
Reed.
that was a sweat,
fourth
though.
year
The
studying
China one was
foreign
such a
affairs.
sweat, because I thought it was going to be
Says,
opening
In
remarks.
terms of human
I
interaction,
think your
dignity
manifestation
as a
helped it, though,
person,
Cock.
You began your career in local politics. What are your thoughts on the decrease of engagement?
I
with
appreciate you
local
sweating me
politics,
out for that
and
one.
What can be done to
Hey,
increase
Iman
engagement
Javers,
at
he
that
gives
level
and takes.
in
He
civics?
gave me the China yes, and he took away my Jeff Bezos trade.
Look,
So
what we are fighting for right now, and we are on the defensive in our country and around the world, is democracy. In my state, every March, there are town meetings. And people, most of the towns in Vermont are really small, 500 or 1,000 people. People come out and they sit in a room and they argue about how much money they should spend on the schools, on the roads, etc.
sneaky Easter
They
egg
raise
and
their hands
viral
and they
clip.
vote and they make decisions. That's called democracy. I worry very
I
much.
did see that guy's thesis as
that
well.
we are
He included me in his
losing the
thesis. I'm like,
foundations of American democracy, and of course, Trump.
how Mickey Mouse has college
believed in
got.
democracy.
That now I'm getting
It's
included
not
in
an
college
accident
theses,
that
bro.
He has as his very good friend.
He should have had AI
in
write it
US
too, because he
in
did
Saudi
misspell
Arabia.
Caroline
It's
as
not
well.
just that guy is from a trillionaire family.
Should have had
It
ChatGPT
is-
write
that
it,
is the
like
kind
me.
of government, I think,
That's how I got through
it's
college.
autocratic. It's run
Just
by the
gave it to
very,
my
very
boy.
wealthy. It serves
Allegedly.
the needs of the very wealthy.
University of
Without
Central
that,
Florida. Allegedly,
That's a real problem. But in addition to that, I think
I checked my work with
What I worry
ChatGPT.
about
I
very
checked it,
much
my essays and things.
is that if government does not respond to the needs of ordinary people,
Allegedly, joking.
people say, you want
in
me to vote?
Minecraft.
Hey, Bernie, you want me to vote for you? But what do? I can't afford groceries, can't afford housing, can't afford to send my kid to college. And you want me to vote for you? What are you guys doing? You're not doing anything. What the hell? And a lot of people voted for Donald Trump.
W.
Because
Walshy.
Trump said the system is broken. Give me power. Give me power.
Walshy,
Now,
Walshy.
what Trump does is make a bad situation worse. He's a demagogue who tries to divide us up,
Authoritarian.
calling people from another country garbage, etc., etc.
Immigrant.
All right.
Come on.
But there is
Drop
a
it, Bernie.
frustration all over this country, and if you would ask me the origin of Trumpism, it is that people are saying, I can't afford anything. What are you doing? Except, talking and talking and talking. Do something.
Walshy.
And people are in trouble in this country.
So now you pronounce
The
it.
country, in many ways, is broken. We can't even provide the
Walshy.
basic necessities of life for the vast majority of the people, while the people on top become
W.
much richer.
Walshy, W.
Because you want
Walshy.
me to believe in democracy? You want me to participate? Give me a break. I got other things to do with my life. I got to try
Exactly.
to see if my family can survive.
I got
So, you know,
benchmark
all
markets
of
to get
these
to,
things,
bro.
But the bottom line is,
Bernie
not
gets
only
it.
here, but
I got
Europe,
shit to do.
Latin America,
Like, watch Bernie.
tremendous pressure against democracy, and we have got to fight back. That means getting involved at every level. We are right now in our political organization literally training thousands and thousands of people on how to run for school boards, city council, state legislature, trying to provide financial support when we can. So the fight now is not only what you believe in, the fight is whether or not we are going to preserve a government of the people, by the people, for the people. And we need everybody's involvement in that struggle.
Thank you, Senator. So many of these questions submitted from attendees tonight could be boiled down to one particular word: stress.
Submitted
People
from
feel stressed in
attendees.
America
So they
about the
submitted the
costs
questions,
healthcare, food,
and they like
and other
went
issues in
through
their
them.
lives. You have spoken about stress in many of your speeches across the country. What would you say to those here tonight who feel stressed about their own lives?
Is the questions gonna be like
You ain't alone.
sourced from the paper?
A number of years ago, when I was chairman of a committee, I brought a number of physicians into
Don't know.
on a panel into our committee. And the question that we asked Bob was about life expectancy. As some of you may know, despite spending twice as much per capita on healthcare as any
Epstein's
other
bottom down.
country, our life expectancy is about 4
Scripted?
years shorter than it is.
Then this
with
Epstein might not
OECD
hit then. I
countries.
was thinking it was gonna be audience Q&A.
And
But it might just be
importantly,
questions
and virtually
sourced from the
never
audience that he will
discussed,
ask.
if you are working class in America, your life expectancy is significantly shorter. In fact, in the book, we talk about how in McDowell County, West Virginia, it's one of the, I visited there some years ago. It's one of the poorest counties in America. It is, I think, 4 or 5 hours away from Fairfax, Virginia, which is a wealthy community. If my
What's up,
memory
ZK
is correct,
Fox?
the gap in life expectancy is something like 15 years. All right, so why do
Well, this is good
poor
in my
people and
head for
working class
Moonlight because I
people
don't want Moonlight to get screwed
die
over
at a
thousands of
younger
dollars
age
off
than wealthier people?
Insider,
Well,
but
the obvious answer, if you have the
this will
money,
mean
you
I
have
will
good
lose
healthcare.
this market
If you
if
are
Epstein doesn't get said.
working class or low income, you may not have any health care, you may have a high deductible, be underinsured, etc. That's part of the answer. But it is not by any means the full answer. And the full answer
Look at
is
these
what you
bid
just
walls
talked
for
about.
immigrant at 58
And when we
cents.
do town meetings, that's exactly what I often focus on. To be working class in this country today is to live under enormous stress. And what the doctors at that hearing told us is that stress translates into all kinds of physiological symptoms, heart problems,
Immigrant
emotional problems, and a variety of other
staying,
problems that they can
staying
see.
solid.
And it's
at
not
60
hard
cents.
to understand. If you are worried today about how you're going to pay your rent at the end of the month, if you are worried what happens when your car breaks down, you know, if you got money and your car breaks down, you take it to the mechanic, oh God, $1,000, too bad, you get it fixed. If you don't have that $1,000 and millions of people don't have it, and your car breaks down, what happens? How do you get to work? And if you can't get to work, you're not going to have a job, and you don't have a job, how are you going to take care of your family? If you have no health insurance, so you have a $10,000 deductible, and your kid gets sick, what do you do?
Ever
What do you
since
do?
the Stacey Placid
So
debacle
all
and
of
other
that
Dems
stress
tied to Epstein, they won't
on
touch anymore.
people
South failed.
Literally results in people dying
Maybe.
at a much younger
I don't
age
think it would come up
than we should.
organically. I agree with you, Winston.
So in our country today, I mean, not just the
I don't think it
economic
comes
stress,
up
you have the political
organically.
stress,
I think
and I talk to young people.
someone
Well,
will
so, you
have
know,
to
I'm not gonna
ask
have
a
a
very
baby.
specific
Get
question.
married,
I'm
we're
still
not gonna have
hoping
any
it's.
kids. Why you're not
Well,
gonna
not
have any kids?
hoping.
Well, we're worried about climate change. We're
There's
worried
climate
about AI,
change.
what that does. You add all that stuff together, there is a lot of
I'm hoping he doesn't say it for Moonlight's
feelings
sake,
of
but
powerlessness. How do I confront all that? What am I going to do with AI? How can I deal with climate change? How can I deal with a president who doesn't respect the Constitution or the rule of law? And all of that adds up. So, stress is a major problem. And I want to
it's got to be a very specific question. I agree with you, though. It doesn't get brought up organically.
All of these things sound
I mean, actively try to avoid it.
and in many
Like, what's the
respects they
point?
are.
But
the other
definitely, if
side of
like
the
this is a
coin
word,
is
though, if he gets a question
that as
related to
human beings,
Epstein,
if we
the Epstein
work
vote,
together,
he wouldn't be
if we
afraid of
keep
saying
our eyes on
Epstein.
the prize, we
You know, it's
can
not a
create-
word
this is
that
what
you would
democratic
avoid.
socialism is about. It is a very different vision. We don't have to have.
I agree that you would avoid
the
it
highest rate
organically,
of
but if you were
childhood
asked a question
poverty or
about it,
senior
it's not a
poverty
word that
among
you would
almost any major
avoid
country on
answering
earth.
about.
I helped
So-
write the American Rescue Plan.
We're
And just
writing.
that one piece of legislation during the early parts of
I'm
the
riding
Biden
with
administration,
Epstein.
one piece of legislation reduced childhood poverty in America
clip
by
that.
40%. Okay.
Oh, you said Biden? There's the Biden. That was the one I
We
thought was
can
like
greatly
unlikely.
expand Social
Wow.
Security. Right now, if you can believe it, over 20%.
He hit it under
of
Biden.
seniors-
He hit
not
that
talked
one.
about
Wow.
very much. Over 20% of seniors in America are living on $15,000 a year or less. How the hell does anybody live on $15,000 a year or less? All right? We could rectify that. But that gets back to the nature of our political system and to what degree we live in a democracy or whether we live in an oligarchy. If you had a government that in fact represented ordinary people, you would have a situation where the people on top would start paying their fair share of taxes
Maybe
so
authoritarian
that we
hits.
could invest in the needs of low income and
It's the only
working
thing I
people,
could see
et cetera, et cetera.
at this point.
But at the end of the day, what needs to happen is we need grassroots activism, and we're beginning
That's
to
just
see
all
it.
I'm hoping
We
for.
talked about the trade union, and I'm on the
When I'm
phone
not, I'm actually now
every
hoping
week,
against it for
virtually
Moonlight's
every
sake,
week,
because I know he's the
with workers
counterparty.
all
But
across this country who are trying to organize, who are fighting for decent contracts, who are telling their employers that they will not.
That's what I
accept
think
the
is gonna
kind of level
happen.
of corporate greed, which now exists. We're beginning to see that. But
I
we
mean, it's
need
not
to
7
accelerate
cents.
that.
It's
we're
pretty-
fighting
it's
for
so
economic
low.
justice. We're fighting for democracy. We're fighting against authoritarianism. You got all that on the table. It's a lot to deal with. Well, that's, in my view, what we've got to do.
Senator, you brought up the American Rescue Plan. One scene I always think about is March 1st, 2021. You met with President Biden in the Oval Office and talked about President Franklin Roosevelt and the decision to go big in terms of the American Rescue Plan. Politics is about choices. One student here, Kessler Kreutner 80, asks about the recent elections where more Democratic centrist types were elected in New Jersey.
so the
and
questions are
Virginia,
gonna
of
be
course,
sourced.
Mayor-elect Mamdani in New York. You are a historic independent leader.
Is
in
that what
Congress,
I'm seeing now?
Caucusing with the Democrats.
They're sourced no matter
As
what?
you look ahead to 2026 in the midterm elections and the choices Democrats have to make about who they're nominating, what they're talking about, what's your view?
Okay, what I learned, I am an
I like how he
independent. I'm proud of
he
that.
like
I was-
stands up
when
to
I
speak.
was elected mayor of Burlington from when I beat a 5-term Democrat mayor. I caucus with the Democrats. But I will not tell you anything you don't know if I told you that the Democratic establishment is heavily influenced.
Well, now
by
I
the
agree with you,
Democrats.
Winston. I thought it was gonna be straight
see
up.
that in
You
many
walk
areas.
up and you ask a question
One
like
area
it was
we have
in
seen it,
previous
and I'm
years,
proud to
but
say that I and others are beginning
it
to
seems the
change that.
questions are sourced, so they asked them
Is, you know,
beforehand and they
Democrats
picked
talk a
out
lot
of the
about
best ones,
democracy and
which
justice, but
means
the
they
Democratic
probably won't ask about
establishment
Epstein. If the
fought
questions
for
are sourced, they
was
source that one out.
supporting the horrific
So,
war
I thought it was gonna
in
be
Gaza
someone
and
walking
putting
up
money
and
into
asking something.
Netanyahu's military. And why did they do that? Well, they did it for a number of reasons, but do not underestimate the power of money and organizations like AIPAC spreading the money around and basically saying if you don't support give money
AIPAC.
to Netanyahu to destroy the people of Gaza. It's not the way
Netanyahu
they
Gaza
frame
shout
it,
outs.
But that's
Look
the
at that.
reality. we're not going to fund you anymore. So the issue comes down to, and I've said this more than once, Trump didn't win his election because his supporters wanted $1 trillion in tax breaks for the top 1%, which is what he has done. And he didn't win his election because he, through the quote-unquote big beautiful bill, is going to raise premiums for the people on the Affordable Care Act, going to double them, in some cases triple those premiums. And he didn't win the election by telling people
Not
he's
everything
gonna throw
Dems do is
15 million
scripted. They
Americans
keep
off
2
of
talking points, which is smart.
Medicaid.
Are you planning to dump Epstein or wait? I'm gonna just wait it out.
Election because I think in many
'Cause it would
parts
be
of the
pretty
country,
legendary if it
people
hit.
Just don't see an alternative.
Not, I mean, for me,
And what
not for
Democrats
Moonlight.
too often do is say, "Hey, vote
But-
for us. We are not Donald Trump." And that's not bad. That's a good.
I'm gonna
reason.
hold it. I'm gonna hold the Epstein in the
But it is
National Guard.
not enough.
What am I gonna?
You
I'm gonna
need
dump it for
vision.
3 cents.
You
Seriously?
need to stand. And what is that vision? That vision starts off with the belief that in a democratic society, we cannot tolerate so few having so much wealth and so much power, that we've got to take them on. And if
Bernie's
you
good for
can't do
mention
that, if
markets
you
because
can't
he's so
make that
readable. He's so
statement,
predictable,
then it
but
is
it's
really
not good for
hard
viewing.
To
'Cause I've-
really develop the program.
It's
that
like
you need.
it's a
There's
repeating
poll that just
script.
came out
He said
a
the
couple of
same
weeks
thing for
ago.
35 years in a row.
Over 60% of the American people
Paycheck to paycheck.
support Medicare for all. That's
Oh.
expanding Medicare to
Never mind.
comprehensive.
Ruined it.
That's what the American
I'm
people
wrong.
want.
I don't know
I've
shit.
got 18 co-sponsors out of 100 people in the Senate.
I was gonna say
on that
60% of
bill.
people
The
live
American
paycheck to
people
paycheck.
Want
Fuck.
the billionaires to start paying their fair share of taxes, not to give them $1 trillion in tax breaks. So the point is.
Oh yeah, Nick. I was just my speaker was
Democrats need to, of
mirroring.
course, oppose
It was echoing,
Trump
so I didn't
and
want to.
authoritarianism, and I think
I just
to some
deafened.
degree they're doing a good job on that. But it is not enough. You need a vision
He's not said
that
immigration
gives
yet.
hope to young people, and that's what Mondamni did. One of the impressive things about his campaign, you correct me if I'm wrong, I think he won 75, 80% of young people, right? And it's not just young people, it is working people. People understand the system is broken.
I think
and
he,
tinkering around the edges is not where
There's
I
still
think
bid
people
walls
are,
at
whether they are
59
MAGA
cents.
members
People
or whether
agree
they
with
are
you that
supporters
immigrant will
of
be
mine.
said.
People want a nation which all of us can live in dignity. They want to make sure
It's not
that
like
we
that
use
bid wall
AI and
anywhere
robotics
else,
to
really.
improve life
That high.
for us, not just make the
250
billionaires
shares at
richer.
47 cents.
But the Democrats are not there yet because many of them and the establishment are still heavily influenced by the moneyed interests.
It's weird too. It's trading 50 pre-market as well.
Senator, you were one of the major political figures in this country, especially over the past decade. 2 presidential campaigns.
No, Winston,
that
he said paycheck to paycheck.
galvanized and brought together
He's hit that one already.
millions of people across the country. But it wasn't always like this for you. You were a student activist in college. You toiled for years in Vermont, not always running successful campaigns.
That is an understatement. Boy.
In the final few minutes tonight, it would be wonderful if you could reflect.
Yeah, he's
on
hit
the
everything,
More
Winston.
than half
This is all
century
yes.
of work in these
There's
fields.
5
especially for
strikes
the
left.
College students here and the community members too, about the theme of persistence and history, and about how things don't happen overnight.
Actually, we have a chapter in the book on that. Now that you mention it.
He just stands up, dude. Bernie stands up.
know,
He like
And
charges
it's
up.
important to know this when people sometimes.
Why
feel
even
that
sit
this
back
is-
down? Why sit back down if you're just gonna stand up again? He's got to sit down to
I can
listen.
Well, I don't remember the year, but it wasn't so many decades ago. You know how many women there were in the United States Senate 20, 30 years ago? And at one period, there was one woman, Barbara Mikulski from
He yaps
Maryland.
more than
One
Trump.
woman. Okay.
Different type
How
of
many
yap.
women governors
So
there
he's like
were?
the most
Actually,
on-script yapper of all time.
women
Trump's like the most
senators,
off-script
women,
yapper. Like he will
members of
just
the
go
House,
straight
very
off
few.
script.
And yet,
But
because
Bernie
of
yaps,
the
but
struggles
on
that
script. Like he will just go
women
on and
their
on,
male
but what he's
allies
supposed to be
raised
saying.
Over the years, breaking down all kinds of barriers,
This is
against
going to go on for
women being
another
second-class
35 minutes.
citizens, that changed very significantly. I am old enough to remember when, if you were black, maybe in Virginia, certainly in parts of the South, you could not drink at a particular or go to a school or go into a restaurant. But at the grassroots level and with great leadership, people like Dr. King.
So
and many
predictable.
others,
That's why I'm mad. My paycheck to
people
paycheck
lost their
limit
lives in the
canceled.
struggle.
Because I had
Blacks
limits
and
for
the
this
white
market
allies struggled to end
set
segregation.
on
There
all
was a
these
time
yes
in
strikes
American history
and
where
paycheck to
workers had
paycheck
virtually
mostly,
no
but
rights, where children
they didn't
worked
fill
in
because I ran out
endless
of
hours
cash.
in factories and in fields.
So
Workers and the
I got
unions
nothing in the
fought
end.
back.
I got
Created
barely
unions.
anything.
Sometimes they were shot as they attempted, beaten up, trying to form unions. But they succeeded in forming unions. We still have a long way to go. Helped to create a 40-hour work week, help us get decent benefits, et cetera, et cetera. None of these things happened overnight. In my case, I ran for, in 1971, there was a special election, the senator had passed away, and I ran for the United States Senate, and I got 2% of the vote. And then a year later, I ran for governor.
2%.
And I went downhill. I got 1%,
There's 1%.
et cetera. But the word is, sometimes, young people, I think, go out and they're on a demonstration. I was on a demonstration on Saturday and Sunday, nothing's happened. But understand, real struggle, does not happen overnight. And real struggle has everything to do with solidarity, the concept of solidarity. And that is not just, I was just last week there was an international strike against Amazon and Jeff Bezos all over the world. People were standing up and demanding that the second or third wealthiest person in the world who owns Amazon stop paying their workers there a decent wage. So the point that you are making is that things do not change overnight. And we got to keep at it. And I think especially at this very difficult moment in American history, and I really feel a lot of
Come on,
concern
Barry.
and
Just
sympathy
say
for the
Epstein.
young people. I mean, they're looking out there.
That's why it's a
they're
difficult
looking
moment.
At movements toward authoritarianism. They're looking at more overt racism
Authoritarianism.
than I have seen in a long, long time. Anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, much more blatant. And I think Trump has brought out the worst instincts in
I was going to see if someone mogged it by
you're
accident.
looking at climate change and you're looking at AI, you add all that stuff together. That's a lot.
Authoritarianism.
But you cannot live in despair. You cannot hide under the covers. These problems, in fact, are solvable. AI and robotics can be extraordinary benefits for humanity if they're used for all of us. I mean, we're already beginning to see some of the unions saying, you know what? Your technology is increasing my worker productivity. You know what?
There's still a huge
Pay
bid.
us the same wages
the bid wall
for
for
32 hours of work week. You talked about stress a moment ago. People
immigrants
are very often
gone.
overworked. AI and robotics has the potential to reduce the work week and maintain the kind of wages that workers are getting or more. AI can make huge advances in healthcare, et cetera, et cetera. But the
He's
question is,
positive
who
about
controls
AI.
it
He's just
and
very,
how is
very.
it used? Who benefits from it? So there is a lot that's out there. And again, to the young people, if you're
Scared about the
feeling
economy
stress
for it.
if you're feeling
is fair.
overwhelmed, that is not a
Immigrant note at
irrational
95.
response to this
Bang.
period. This is really tough stuff.
Bang,
This is a
Z
tough
fucks.
period to be growing up.
You don't
And
give
then
Z
for
fucks,
many
huh?
of you, the young people, you've dealt with COVID and you got isolated,
It's COVID.
et cetera, et cetera. So, but the antidote is to reach out to your friends and your neighbors and your coworkers and your fellow students. Fight for a vision as to where you would like to see this country go, and be prepared to stand up and make it happen. Thank you.
Is that it? Are we ending? We're not ending. Don't end.
Thank you all for coming tonight, and please give a very
That's it?
warm thank you to Senator Bernie Sanders.
Thank you.
All right, failed bond. I'm so bad at bonding at the end. I should just put 99. I try to like eat them up as they come in. Well, no Epstein. That's interesting. It only went on for an hour though. I thought it was gonna go for another 30 minutes, but we kinda lucked out, if you think about it, that we didn't have to watch that for so long. Just for Epstein not to hit. Well, who the fuck donated that then? I donated $30 on Epstein, yes, but someone just fed Moonlight, what? 4,000 shares of no? Hey, Moonlight printed. I gotta hop in the VC again. Hello? Oh, Moonlight left. I was gonna ask him how much he made. That'd be scary though. If I was him, I would shit myself. I would be like, I'm so lucky. But hey, so that Bernie was a donation, but that's fine. The Trump Christmas was a dub, so that's what matters. I'm a Trump, more of a Trump expert.
Yo.
What's up?
Nothing.
So that Bernie one, the questions were pre-sourced. So.
Oh, I didn't do anything for it, to be honest.
Well, this is so interesting because someone bought.
Oh, the Epstein and National Guard?
Yeah.
It didn't hit?
Didn't hit.
Interesting.
So the different to the one you sent me from 2 years ago, the audience questions were submitted and then read out by the guy. So they were like pre-sourced. You know, they were like. So I bet you someone went there, like spammed Epstein questions and then hoped they would get said or something. But it seems like they went through the questions and found appropriate ones and took out the inappropriate ones and picked which ones to ask Bernie instead of have the audience ask questions. So,
Gotcha.
Well, I was going to ask Moonlight how much he made because that guy just fucking donated then. Donated on Epstein and National Guard, and I think he was the counterparty for both of them. But he must have he's made thousands, I think. That's crazy, though. I would have shit myself if I was him. I would have been so nervous.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we had drop alpha.
No, I was just wondering.
Yeah, I'm about to go eat. So I'm about to hop off. But there's nothing else, right, tonight? There's no late nighter. Oh, there's NBA going on right now. Right?
It's just NBA right now. Yeah.
I'll take a quick look at that, and then I'm going to hop off. It's first quarter. Anything? The MVP hit? Let's see.
Wait, anything what?
Did MVP hit? I didn't have anything, though.
I don't think so. It's first quarter. They're dropping the Hegseth strikes for the defense forum in 25 minutes.
Ooh.
Same with Jamie Dimon.
Let's see. Yeah, I was looking at the Sabrina one's gonna be a bunch of no's too, isn't it, or something? I have Sabrina Carpenter on late night. Seth Meyers.
Oh, I have no idea.
Because all of the words are like related to the White House beef she had. But are they gonna talk about that on Seth Meyers? I don't know. She just recently beefed with the White House though for using her song over a nice TikTok. Dude, this is a fucking super cycle, bro. I gotta put limits on these things before they actually get efficient, huh?
When is that? Oh, that's 4 days. That's on next Monday. Oh, that's a while from now.
Oh. I'll do this Sam Altman one. They drop in 2 hours. I'm gonna just ask ChatGPT what he's gonna say. ChatGPT should know. So we're gonna see if that one can cook. What else? What was the National Defense Forum? Is this like a government thing?
Yeah, it's a thing tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Yeah, it should be pretty solid.
Oh, December 5th and 6th. I see.
Hegseth speaks at noon.
11:50. Well.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry, he's speaking at noon on Saturday.
Yeah, I was thinking because he's the. It's in 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. December. Because the draw's tomorrow. FIFA draws tomorrow, which.
I can't imagine he's going to that though. I mean, I don't know.
I think I need to put more. I didn't get any piece, bro. It actually sucks.
Oh, I market bought that.
Oh, you
But
did. I mean, that's
I
smart.
did that. I did that at 82. No, sorry, 80.7. I don't know why this market had decimals.
I don't see a decimal. Why did I do that?
Mine has decimal.
Bro, they didn't give me decimal privilege. What the hell?
Well, it had it on my buy. It doesn't show up like on the yes no button. If that makes sense. Maybe that's because I bought with a fee.
Yeah, that is. It's because you took, right? Your market took, yeah. It
Yeah.
includes the fee. The
Well, actually, they took my money.
yeah. They the dude, yeah, I read something. He's gonna announce the word to him, so he's gonna say peace in Trump. He's gonna announce Trump as the winner, give him the award, and then he speaks. Trump speaks. So
Soccer's at 75.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see how he doesn't say peace. Like, do I just buy this at 86 just to have it? Like, he's announcing the award. The award is FIFA Peace Prize.
With how down bad I've been recently, I mean, any win is a win. You know.
This is $200 to make 30. Let me think about it. Is there a world he says prize instead? I don't see a world he says prize instead.
Oh man, he's gonna talk about his building. He's gonna talk about everything.
Yeah, but he's announcing the award as Trump is the winner, is what I read.
Yes, you're right.
All right.
No, but he's gonna say peace. I think.
I'm
I
locking
don't
in
know.
peace at 87, bro. This is a bond. This is a bond, 264 shares at 86 cents. But the thing is, he's announcing the award. So the award is named FIFA Peace Prize. So he's going to say the winner of the FIFA Peace Prize is Donald Trump. Like, I see him saying there's a world where he says president instead of Trump, but I don't see a world he doesn't say peace. So, certified bond, certified 98 fair value. You heard it here first from the most reliable source on guaranteed bets is me. So, you heard it here first. I'm going to up my limit there too to the 85. I market bought it at. But you already got in too, so I don't feel so bad. At 80. That should be like the.
Wait, who, me?
Yeah, the.
Oh yeah.
I mean, someone market bought at 75. That's such a steal. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this up. This is certified bond, guaranteed by me. I have a finance degree, so I can't be wrong. But I think I'm gonna hop off now. I'm gonna go play Gonna go eat. But because of the Google Trends, dude, I now have 9K cash in my account. I literally had $0 yesterday, so ready to cook. I get scared to bond though. I did get scared to bond on that Bernie one.
It happened. Dude, that I was very confident to bond, but after some of the losses, this just gotten significantly worse.
Well, it flashed by me when he just said, Bernie said authoritarianism.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I like went to the strike and I was like, oh. So.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I had it like fast clicked ready, I could have maybe clicked it by accident. I've done that before I did that on cheat. The strike was like cheat/cheating and Trump said cheated and I fast clicked it.
Oh, I think I remember watching you do that.
Yeah, so I don't know. With 8K cash, I don't know if I want to put out 99-cent 5K bonds. Maybe not yet. Not yet. Let me get a lot more cash. I don't care at that point, but I hope they make this Trump market for his award speech because I feel like that should be pretty fucking free too. So
Playing nose is gonna be hard on that because he could just.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking
could
the
just go
award,
off.
the yes might be easier.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Because there's got to be some speeches where Trump accepts awards, so it should be pretty standard. It should be basically kind of what he just said today, if he speaks for that little much. I expect him to speak more tomorrow than today for sure. So.
Yeah.
But